Well, congratulations are in order. And no, not just to the proud Volksstaters of Orania and Kleinfontein, but to the EFF themselves. Because if ever there was a masterclass in political irony, this is it. While the EFF marched, ranted and waved slogans on 22nd April 2025, crying out that Orania must fall, what they actually managed to do, magnificently so, is put Orania squarely in the global spotlight. International news? Check. Massive social media buzz? Check. A spike in interest, support and funding for Orania's autonomous vision? Oh, you better believe it. You see, when the economic freedom fighters, those self-declared revolutionaries of the land, stood before the Premier of the Northern Cape, Dr. Zamani Saul, ironically, an ANC man not one of their own, and delivered their dramatic memorandum calling for the fall of Orania, they triggered a backlash that they couldn't have predicted. That angry little performance, complete with a tired old chants of whiteness must fall and we demand land expropriation without compensation, didn't weaken Orania, it fortified it. Because in that very moment, the Volksstaters stood taller, prouder and more unified. They didn't run to the courts, they didn't organize their own protests, they didn't launch hashtags, no, they went back to work. And what did they say? We will keep building. That's not a slogan, that's a declaration of fact, and unlike the EFF's fantasy politics, it's one grounded in over 30 years of results. Let's go back to some facts that seem to have slipped through Julius Malema's revolutionary cracks. Orania's existence is not hanging by a thread, it is cemented in both constitutional and legal precedent. Section 235 of the Constitution of South Africa explicitly grants communities the right to self-determination. Then there's the landmark court decision of 2000 that established the Orania Representative Council, OVR, effectively giving Orania its own legal local governance. That same year, the municipality framework recognized Orania's development plan, and guess what? It wasn't declared illegal then, and it's certainly not illegal now. But no, the EFF and their theatrical counterparts in the MK party think that by huffing and puffing outside government offices, they'll somehow blow Orania down. Newsflash, Orania is not a political party you can dissolve. It is a community. It's a town. It's a movement. You don't shut down communities just because they don't fit your political fantasy. What you can do, accidentally of course, is drive thousands of new supporters straight into their arms. The numbers don't lie. While the EFF struggles to bring more than a few hundred people to a protest in the Northern Cape, Orania continues to expand land, infrastructure, population and influence. In just the past year, Orania's population has crept steadily beyond 2,500 residents, with interest applications from Afrikaners across the globe increasing tenfold every time Malema opens his mouth about it. Property prices are rising, businesses are growing, and the local Orania currency, the Ore, is gaining stronger local adoption, with digital transactions picking up pace. Meanwhile, what does the EFF offer its followers? A pile of burning rhetoric and very little return. You want job creation? Orania's private enterprises are providing those. You want education? Orania is running schools that are not just functioning, but thriving, teaching, building and training a new generation of self-sufficient citizens. You want empowerment? Look no further than the thousands of hours of community service, skills training and infrastructure development Oranians pour into their land every week. The people of Orania are echoing it from every corner of their town. Orania will not fall. Orania will stand, not just stand, grow, thrive, build. But don't take their word for it. Take a drive down to Orania. Visit the agricultural projects. Talk to the families who left chaos behind to invest in a vision of order, identity, and self-reliance. Then ask yourself this. Is that the enemy Or is the real threat to South Africa the inability of parties like the EFF and MK to produce even one working, self-reliant, culturally unified community of their own? Kleinfontein, the sister community near Pretoria, is also standing firm. Despite similar attacks from the EFF, whose best strategy so far is issuing vague threats about the constitution and sovereignty, Kleinfontein continues to build and grow, with its community rejecting state grants, preferring to rely on internal resourcefulness and religious values. Their crime rates are laughably low, their economic independence rising, their schools functioning, their people proud. But of course, none of that matters to parties obsessed with headlines and hashtags, because why bother building when you can bark? Let's be brutally honest. Every time the EFF or MK tries to undermine Orania or Kleinfontein, they gift these communities free publicity, stronger unity, and global donations. And speaking of donations, if you want to support real builders, not just barkers, then join the channel membership, hit super thanks, and let those ads play for at least 30 seconds. That helps us keep the truth loud and clear. Yes, irony is alive and well in South Africa. Thanks to the EFF, Orania is winning monumentally. And they're just getting started.